From our regional and international news, we bring you straight into the trends. It is a Friday, and here with Trending with Curtly coming up next. Hello and a very warm welcome. Yes, we are on your screens again this Friday. My name is Curtly, Gwindi, Kurt by name and not by nature, here to bring you all things trending. And as is tradition, every Friday we have a special guest. It hasn't been a guest in a very long time, but we thought no other way to do it better than bringing a medical doctor as well as interesting, a pencil artist, not just an artist, a creative artist. Yes, in studio today I am joined by Dr. Keith Ndlovu. Keith, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Trending with Curtly.
Thank you, Curtly. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. And it is indeed a pleasure because your works have been making waves and there's a lot of moves you've been making on social media. I think through platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you've managed to make a lot of noise. And we'll begin by one of your very few works. Tell us a little bit about the commissioning of this piece that was held by our very own President, His Excellency Idi Mnangagwa.
Okay, so that in the frame is a drawing of Blanket Mine, which is in Gwanda. It's one of the largest mines. It's actually the biggest mine, gold-producing mine in Zimbabwe this year. So that's a drawing of their mine, and it was commissioned by the mine to give to the president of President Mnangagwa at the launch of the stock exchange, the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange in Victoria Falls last year.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that. How is the feeling of having your works recognized by the president?
It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
This is probably my most special piece, and I don't know. It's really fulfilling to see your work pay off. You know, to put in hard work over the years and then have your work owned by the president of your country. It's quite a special.
Yes, and
special
you speak
honor.
of hard work, but behind hard work there is a person. Tell us a little bit more about the person, because Keith is a medical doctor. How did you wind up in this space of drawing? I knew you from my university days.
Yes. So the drawing and the art began as a hobby back in medical school. I should have been in my second year. So it was something I used to relax from, the anatomy, the physiology. And then one day a friend was like, why don't you charge for this? And then that's where it took a turn and I started taking it seriously. And this is where I am now.
Yeah. And you also drew Lewis Hamilton.
Yes, I did a drawing of Lewis Hamilton, it should be 2 years ago.
Yes.
That's probably my second most special piece, and he actually shared it on his story. And one of the fans.
Let's just take a moment. You did so well there, and I did see that Lewis Hamilton himself and his team, they reached out via Twitter, I think.
Yeah, via Twitter as well.
And they recognized your work.
They recognized my work, and it was pretty amazing to have that.
Oh, absolutely.
And
And I mean, speaking of international people, you also drew the international star himself, Kama Billiard.
Oh, yes. Should have been about 3 or 4 years ago. And I had the pleasure of meeting him, actually, and handing it over to him. So that was also something pretty special a couple of years back.
Yeah, like your work is actually exceptional. You then go ahead to be recognized. You were part of the Gumi Guru 40 under 40, 30 under 30, 40 under 40?
Should be 30 under 30.
Either way, you still qualify.
Yes,
you are under 30?
Yeah, I'm under 30. 26 years old currently.
Perfect. Yeah. No, absolutely. We're so proud of your work. We celebrate you today here on Trending with Curtly. And we also want to acknowledge the fact that, you're reaching for the stars. You're managing to make a lot of noise on social media. Here on Trending with Curtly, it's all about social media. So, I mean, one of your achievements there, that's the Gumi Guru 30 under 30. We're looking at it on the screens. It was a great moment for you?
It was an amazing moment. Like I was saying, it was an honor, to be recognized as one of the most one of the young people making a noise in the country.
Absolutely.
And it's for something that started off as a hobby.
Yes.
it's pretty amazing.
Some doctor,
Unotorapa mdara, you know, papari apo ukatouya iwewe kana kuti nambuya wako unotokurapa imotodzokera mapo. So medicine is my primary thing.
That's your profession.
That's my profession.
Okay.
Yes. So I plan on just furthering that.
Absolutely. And what is your mission? Because we know you're in medicine, you are also in art. What is Keith going to, how is he going to impact the world? Everyone has a mission, by the way.
Well, I think for me, it's something I've been thinking about, and I feel like everybody else, you're not entirely sure for the most part. So I think for me, it's probably going to be something to do with art and medicine.
Okay.
You know, I'm trying to sort of find a common ground for the two, because they're two seemingly different things.
Yes, they are.
So there's something
absolutely
I'm working
opposing
on.
Fields.
Yeah, probably. There's something I'm working on right now that I should probably begin doing in the next couple of months, which is to sort of use art and expressive art, music and poetry to help patients that are depressed, chronic illness patients, like patients with heart failure, CKD. A lot of these times, these patients die alone. And so I'm trying to find a way of bringing that to the hospital place and make that part of the hospital healthcare experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's something I'm planning on doing. So hopefully in the next couple of months, I'll bring it to fruition.
All right. Well, great follow of your work, Keith. We're
Thank
absolutely so proud of you, and we do wish you the best. We hope you continue to shine and rise on social media. How many followers on Instagram now?
Instagram should be 11.2.
Okay.
But hopefully
11.2 thousand.
11.2 thousand. Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's exceptional.
It's okay.
You're growing a
it's
community, and we're proud of you. And
Thank you.
Please,
Thank
we hope
you.
to see you again here on Trending with Curtly.
Absolutely.
At Zimbabwean Da Vinci.
Yes. So that's my handle on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook as Keith Ndlovu.
Okay.
And on Twitter as Keith Ndlovu1. So if anybody's interested in artwork,
yes,
custom-made artwork, you can just get in touch on one of my handles, or you can get in touch with me on my email, which is keithandlovu@gmail.com.
Fantastic. It's a pleasure to have you in here in studio, Keith.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming here on Trending with Curtly. All right, that has been Keith Ndlovu, an astute artist who has managed to go through leaps and bounds to express his pencil art as well as his work in the medical field.